There's hope for the estimated 1 in 10 men who may have Peyronie's disease, or PD. A urology specialist who treats PD can help you create a plan, including non-surgical options. Find somebody today. Go get somebody.com. Reaching your financial goals can feel impossible.
All right, we're good. Test, test, test. Good. All right. What's going on, everybody? This is Chase fan number 9 here. Welcome to another live stream. Today, it's the NASCAR Xfinity Series race at Dover International Speedway, or Dover Motor Speedway, that is. It's the BetRivers 200. NASCAR's Touring Series is doing making a one-off visit to the track that we call the Monster Mile. This race will be your typical 200-lap, 200-mile race. Should be a good one. Ryan Truex is trying to go for 3 in a row today. The last 2 years he won with Joe Gibbs. Today he's driving for Sam Hunt Racing. It'd be cool to see him get Sam Hunt their first win as a team. This will be Ryan Truex's 4th career win if he can pull it off. So, yeah, we'll see. He has competition, obviously. Last year in this race, which I didn't watch, he had to hold off Carson Kvapil, who was driving the 88 at the time, for the win. And who knows, Carson Kvapil could have the car to win today, but we'll see. Let's see. And of course, aside from those two, we got the rest of the field. Taylor Gray is on the pole. Connor Zilish, who won at Sonoma last week, starts 3rd, and Nick Sanchez starts 2nd. Let's see. The 9 car is being driven by Ross Chastain, so he's the only Cup guy. And again, you kind of wish Ryan Truex was with Gibbs in the 19, but it's going to be Eric Almirola this time. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah, Eric Almirola is going to be a threat to win today too. And I'm pretty sure Almirola has a win at Dover in the Truck Series, if I'm correct. Anyways, Allgaier's a former winner at the track. The Burton cousins are 9th and 10th. William Sewell's trying to get the ball rolling, trying to go for another top 5 finish this week. Let's see. Carson Kvapil 14th. Also got Raja Caruth in the field driving for Jordan Anderson Racing. This is his first Xfinity race in a while. I think since 2023, if I'm correct. Also, Jake Finch is making his Xfinity debut with Hendrick Motorsports in that 17 car, so can't wait to see what he does. Hope he can stay out of trouble and get a strong result. And ARCA regular LeVar Scott making his debut with Alpha Prime Racing, starts 22nd. How about that? So, yeah, LeVar, just like Jake Finch, hope LeVar Scott can keep the car out of trouble, and let's see what he does. Wish him the best. So, yep. As you can see, all 3 colleague racing cars, yeah, they're starting deep. They got a lot of ground to make up. Same with Ryan Truex, who starts 32nd. And the last thing I want to note is that today will mark the final race for our motorsports. Unfortunately, they're shutting down after today, all because Chris Wright and his sponsor refused to pay the team. So, yep, this will be it. It's been a good ride. Unfortunately, our motorsports never won a NASCAR Xfinity race. They came close several times. And they've had notable drivers throughout their time as a team. Most notably was that of Brett Moffitt. They've had Natalie Decker. They have Jeb Burton drive for them. And then, of course, the notorious Chris Wright. Um, you kind of wish they could stay the long run, but that's just not the case. But I'm glad that they picked Casgralla to drive the 5. He seems worthy enough. And besides, since when do we ever see Casgralla in a race car? We don't see that as much anymore. I mean, I hope that someday. I hope this will warrant Casgralla a ride for next year, if not the future, whether for trucks, Xfinity, Cup, whoever wants to hire him. We'll see how this goes. So, yep, that's just how it is sometimes. So yeah, I wish our Motorsports the best. Obviously with Chris Wright driving, it hasn't been their season, and I know a lot of people despise Chris Wright and all that. So I'm not gonna get into details because we all know the story by now. So what else? Need I say more? So shit. So yeah, again, the favorites going into this race is Ryan Truex and Carson Kvapil, and Connor Zilish, who's trying to keep the ball rolling. I'm trying to go for another oval win today. But we'll see what happens. So yeah. Another thing is there has been weather in the area around Dover Motor Speedway, so it's it was an issue for practice and qualifying, and um, it washed out Cup qualifying as well. So we'll have to keep an eye on the weather today and tomorrow, but we'll see. Because of the weather, Cup qualifying was canceled. Therefore, that put Chase Elliott and Chase Briscoe on the front row. And SVG gets his first top 10, his first non-road course top 10 starting spot. I think he'll start like 8th tomorrow in the Cup race at Dover. First time starting top 10 a race that isn't a road or street course. So, yeah, pretty good result. Courtesy of the weather, obviously. So, yeah. Anyways, with that said, I think I've pretty much covered everything. So let's get to the chat. Hello, GT Bach. Hello, Shahir. Welcome to the live stream. And hello, Rob. Welcome to the stream. I really appreciate it. Let me turn on timestamps. So, yeah, I hope you all are having a good Saturday. My weekend's going good so far. Um, so yeah, let's enjoy the race. Sit back, relax, and let's enjoy this. There's another train with something special I get coming, so I'm gonna try and catch that. I'm gonna head out shortly after the start of the race.
Good afternoon from Dover, Delaware. CW Sports welcomes you to the Monster Mile today. NASCAR Xfinity Series Seeds racing here for the 79th time. It's round 20 in 2025. Only 7 races to go to the playoffs.
Oh, yep, 7 races to go before the postseason starts.
We go racing here at this 1-mile concrete oval. So good to have you with us on this Saturday afternoon. Here we are in the broadcast booth with Jamie McMurray, Denny Hamlin. I'm Adam Alexander. We're glad to have you along for the ride today.
Yeah, excited to be here. Denny does Dover.
Yeah, you've done it quite right so many times. In fact, you made it look easy. We know it is not. Give us a setup of what these drivers are in for this afternoon.
A tough task ahead. No doubt about it. It's as hot as I've
Apple salad
I know.
today.
You too, okay?
They bring your past messenger just now, so I'll look at you without
It's hotter than the cup first.
We'll just bite
There's going to be
to
some
it.
fatigue drivers, and on top
I'll
of
let
that,
you rest
this
up.
might be the most line-sensitive technical racetrack that these guys are going to see all year. Yeah, it's a super hard track, and you don't realize how fast you're going here until something goes wrong. Whether there's an accident, whether
The good thing is all the locals have cleared out of the area.
See, look at my leg now. See how skinny it is?
Yeah.
Oh,
That was 2011.
Racetrack because everything slides to the bottom. You got to kind of judge that as I reference. They're going to go really fast track. You trying to judge that, it's harder than you think. When we say how hard this place is, it really swells the ego of someone who's enjoyed success here, which takes me to Ryan Truex. He's won this race the last 2 years, driving a second car today for Sam Hunt, coming from deep in the field. What's this day going to be like for him? Yeah, this day this day and this opportunity come together, I think, pretty late for him, but he might have the pressure of his big brother in the pits. I saw Martin Truex sighting out there, but he's going to have a tough task coming from the rear of the field. This Sam Hunt team is on the rise, so I like his chances of getting a great finish today. Yeah, what about our Xfinity Series point leader, Justin Allgaier? Qualified 7th on his first lap, had even a better lap going on the second lap. Had an issue though about Lewis. He talked about having to chase it up the racetrack. It's loose in turn 4. They had to go back over on this car.
Also, I did watch part of the ARCA race yesterday. Congrats to Brendan Queen on leading every single lap and winning. We saw several drivers in the ARCA race yesterday have issues with their tires, so that could be a thing for today and tomorrow. We'll see. Especially Brent Cruz. Anyone seen the ARCA race yesterday? Brent Cruz took a massive hit to that outside wall on the front stretch coming off turn 4. Yeah, my body would be sore after a wreck like that. But he was okay. I mean, Brent Cruz was fine, but the car sure wasn't.
the barbecue sauce there, man?
You hear that out there? That's the BNSF local.
You use barbecue sauce?
No. I saw grandma's water boiling on the stove. Look, I saw it and I turned it off.
Who comes into this race 81 points behind the cutoff line. He's going to have a win in order to make this playoffs. Before we go break, we hear from our pit reporters, and we begin things with Kim Cooch. Stay cool today, okay, Kim?
I'm trying. Not as easy for the drivers, but as we look at Williams Wallace, she is riding high after his best career finish last weekend, 3rd at Sonoma. This has been a trying year for the young rookie and his team. Chrissy just memory telling me it hasn't just been one thing that's gone wrong. It has been everything in the book. So his first career top 5 is going a long way for not only driver confidence, but the whole morale of the entire 18 team. It's a great reminder that things can change so quickly in this series. They're hoping for another solid finish and building momentum, Dylan.
Ken, maybe no one in all of NASCAR with more momentum right now than Connor Zilic in the 88 car. 5th place is the worst he's finished in the last 7 weeks with 2 wins in that same stretch, including last week at Sonoma. Marty Lindley is the crew chief, and he's sung Connor's praises all year. But today he told me there isn't a driver in this infield today that includes the Cup Series drive today that he would rather have in his car than Connor this afternoon. So it's good times in Camp 88. Zilic has a great shot at another strong run today from the 3rd starting spot. And you would think maybe the advantage for the rest of the field, he has no experience here. Oh, yeah, the ARCA win here kind of cancels that. It'll be a fun one.
Xfinity. He's full-time in Xfinity, part-time everywhere else. In the course and Cup, when he's part-time, he drives that 4th Trackhouse car, the 87. That Elio Castroneves car is temporarily out of stock right now. So I'm going to hold on getting stuff for a bit.
5/1000th of a second. It's tied in every facet of this battle. It's going to be a very interesting battle to watch. I think they're going to be within just a few positions of each other all day long. Updated standings here, and you see the cut. Taylor Gray's really been on it lately at plus 22. And then I go to Charlotte Creek at plus 54, coming to a track to good at Jamie. He stayed those 54 points in the last 6 races. They've had a back-to-back really solid weeks with that double zero.
But Adam had put some place. I think back to 5 or 6 races ago, we thought he was guaranteed, like locked in.
No, Sheldon Creek.
No doubt the way he's running, had some DNFs, got back close to that cut line. But as you said, last 2 weeks have been really timed for Sheldon Creek.
And you saw Ryan Sieg there. It was just below the cut line, but he's 50 points back. And, you know, Creek's going the right direction. Sieg's gone the other way the last couple of weeks.
He has, but I think he's going to have a good enough performance to where if he can string together a few races, he's actually my dark horse to get a strong top 5 pick. I believe that Ryan Sieg's going to have a great day. I think the teams that he has an alliance with, this is one of their best racetracks, so I look for the 39 to go forward.
And he almost got his first career win at Iowa a number of years ago. That race on the schedule in a couple of weeks' time. Yep.
Yeah, thinking about pit road here at Dover, one of the more challenging pit roads for drivers.
Yeah, he's definitely going to need it, especially knowing that Ford hasn't won a single Xfinity race this year. I know it's kind of shocking, but it was like that last year. Last year it took until July around this time for Ford to finally win a Xfinity race last year. Cole Custer did it last year at Pocono. I remember that.
Ford?
Yes. So yeah, we're around that same time frame. Then of course Ford started winning more races because last year at Indianapolis, Riley Herbst had that epic win at the Brickyard. Everyone remembers.
Yeah, and because of how slow pit road speed is, maximizing the pit road speed percentage-wise, it's bigger here than a place like Daytona or Talladega. So guys tend to want to push it here. We have those two curves where you have a lot of opportunity to make mistakes. I was actually out
Moving from the camera to make sure it's not lagging.
and pit road speed didn't look fast until we got to pit road speed. All of a sudden, everything got narrow, and it's one of the more challenging pit roads we have on the series.
If it sounds like we're filling a little bit, it's because we are. There's a little bit of water in that rain shower that moved through. And so there's just a little bit of water on the track to try and get it right out. Hopefully that will happen soon. In the meantime, here's Dylan.
Some of the small details, right, that can make a difference today between winning. Another thing that we'll have to keep an eye on is the restarts. And a lot of talk today, and a lot of talk will happen today about the rubber pickup and the rubber that's getting laid down back up under yellow, just how that changes the dynamics of these. And I've heard a lot of crew chiefs on these pace laps reminding their drivers, make sure on these restarts that you get your tires cleaned off, because they'll go around here, once rubber gets laid down, they'll drive around here and that rubber up, and it kind of gets clumpy on the tires, right? And it makes the tire not adhere to the surface exactly like you wanted it to. So that's something, too, that can make a difference later on in this race. You don't get your tires cleaned up before the restart, you could be in trouble.
Danny, would you say worst track for that particular scenario, especially for the Xfinity guys? They can't just come down and pit whenever they want. They have a limited amount of tires, so they're going to have to do the most restarts on older tires. So, especially these young guys, hopefully they've got someone in their ear with experience saying, "Work your tires in." And you can really feel it at this really straight track.
I know some of y'all probably wondering why it's taking a while to get the green flag going. There's some moisture on the track that's appearing right by the start finish line. That's why it's taking a bit to get going. Soon.
Another story like today that was different last year than what we've seen historically here is which lane you choose if you're the leader. We're see Taylor Gray's on the bottom.
It's not like it's just it's like it's seeping out of the ground, but it's nothing. It's not like coming out of it's not like it's flooding or anything. You can tell it's water because it's a dark patch compared to the rest of the track. Oh yeah, on top of everything, tomorrow. Oh yeah, also Mom, Colton Herta is on pole for tomorrow's IndyCar race in Toronto.
Josh Williams is starter?
You know, I rewind to last week.
It's a different Josh Williams.
Ago, when he and Shane Van Gisbergen went at it.
Yeah, of course, we know there's the driver, and then there's a spotter of the same name. That same spotter was also the same spotter for Ryan Blaney and another driver.
I realize SVG was very clean and friendly with him at the end of that race. But as you look at his average finish in the last 7 weeks, his ability to pick it up and try he's never been to or has limited experience has been his performance to experience.
All right, we're going to go green this time by.
I'm not understating that. I do got to report like that. So,
Oh, no surprise, Alex Palou starting second tomorrow.
he does not have a lot of oval experience, and yet he is competing at the top level here in the Xfinity Series, winning races.
All right, it's just a minor delay. It's not like, I mean, they could have brought the cars down pit road and all that, but they're at least they're well. But it's just best to keep them on the track. All right, we're about to go green this time by. Yep.
Tiptoe, be careful, as if this place wasn't challenging enough. It doesn't look as bad in the TV booth as it does in the car. Of course, it's gonna affect them on the restarts. But you know, on the straightaway, the car doesn't have a lot of load. It's not gonna be.
Yeah, that's the same case for me too. You know. Anyways, here we go. Pace car heads to pit road. Green flag is out. The Xfinity race at Dover is underway. And the 54, Taylor Gray gets a good launch. And again, Dover's 3 hours ahead of us, so they've pretty much gone green like right around 5 p.m. their time, 5 p.m. Eastern. All right, looks like everyone's going to get through lap 1 clean. And nope, it doesn't look like anyone's sliding around. And just know, in the event the final stage goes green all the way to the end, it will, but there's a good chance that it might. I mean, I think once in the last few years has the final stage gone green all the way to the end. We'll see. And if that's the case, you know they're going to make at least one pit stop during that whole stage. Probably at the midway point around that time, but again, we'll see.
That's Jesse Love. Got a DNF at his home track last week at Sonoma, looking to bounce back and going after Jeff Burton's spot on track. And he takes it. That's for 8. Yeah, but one thing I noticed about Jesse Love is as they went down into turn 1 and 2, he hit kind of a diamond of the racetrack.
Dang, more issues for TV. Damn. Yeah, there's rain expected tomorrow for the Cup race, but we'll see because you know how the weather changes on a dime and all that. Yeah, I noticed that too. Like every time I've watched IndyCar this year, it's always been Alex Palou or Kyle Kirkwood winning. But of course, the 2 times I don't watch an IndyCar race, we get a different winner. But regardless, I'm glad we were able to get winners of Scott Dixon and Pat O'Ward over the course of the last few weeks. So it's nothing to complain about. Well, when Toronto comes tomorrow, we'll see. Because once Alex Palou gets the lead, it's pretty much game over unless he has an issue, a caution issue on pit road, you name it. Oh, God, what's up with that camera?
He didn't want to go to that, but I can tell you as fast as his car is, if it doesn't get to it before he gets to the front, that's going to have all day long. Start to the back and being able to carve your way through the field. You know, the other thing I would say is you could give it caution or 2 early, and everything comes back together. Pick off a few more on the restart. The other thing is,
Allgaier going past Ryan Truex. Hey, where's Allgaier start? Did I miss some?
Samsung?
No, thanks. I'm good. Allgaier's 23rd. Okay, Ryan Trix has gained a few spots.
Oh, Nick Sanchez is up there.
Yeah, he started second.
On the roller.
See guys start to move around just a little bit, maybe trying to work as the runners start to get out. We kind of reference that as chasing a gray, and they're just chasing the lighter part of the racetrack, trying to find some grip, and it doesn't work for everyone, depending on what your balance is. Typically, if your balance is a little tight, I always found that when you chase that gray, you can find a little bit of front grip. It's the sound here on board Campbell. So while it's looking back at Jesse Love.
All right, I'm going for that green train.
Let's see that jump score here in the booth. Here's Love, been very patient. And now looks to the inside of the 18 Solana. It gets so tight right there on the exit of turn 2. If you're Jesse Love, you see Williams gave him a little bit of room and then was able to generate that run by running a little bit higher on the exit. Yeah, it just seems like Jesse's car is working a little bit better than Williams, or he's being a little bit more disciplined, backing up his corner, accelerating through the middle of the corner. Now you see here, Jesse's like, all right, well, if you're going to cover the bottom, you're going to go somewhere else and get this run. You guys get a good run on turn 2 here. I love this as a tough track. Top 3 rookies, 4 of the top 7. And lead the way, number 54. This move was key for Taylor Gray to get ahead of the crowd. He is in charge of the field. We're 12 laps in for the NASCAR Xfinity Series here in Dover, Delaware on CW.
Then, get ahead of your curve with a bump. Explore Peyronie's disease treatments at GetSomebody4PD.com.
Thanks, it's from Kohl's. Thanks, it's from Kohl's. Just practicing for the compliments. Cue the compliments with Kohl's Summer Favorites. Save on styles for everyone with an extra 20% off right now at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Glory bugs, trouble, real. That's why you need Zero Traps. Zero works 24/7 to lure, catch, and kill 99.9% of bugs traps for effortless protection. Zero, people friendly, bug deadly.
At Ace, however you grill, we've got the perfect one for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weather, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Wax. That sounds pretty perfect. Ace is the helpful hardware. Reaching your financial goals can feel impossible. Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma, karma you can count on. Safe like repairs, safe like replace. Sadly, windshield chips can turn into windshield cracks. But at least you can go to SafeLife.com and schedule a fix in minutes with flexible payment options. Fix now and pay later. Only at SafeLife.com.
What are you doing up there?
We're posting the number of visitors to the Homes.com network this month. It's becoming a go-to home shopping site.
Got another 14,000.
What?
Gotta go back up.
Oh, 17,891.
Just hand me some commas and zeros.
Plus 7.
What?
Well, that's sweet. 25,000 more. Any reason why you didn't just go with over 100 million or even a billion visits a year?
Homes.com, the place to find a place. So, you like NASCAR but don't know who the hoops is? Here's some Toilet legends to get behind. Meet Tyler Red, trusted in the Xfinity Series and now is here. Basically, the Cinderella story if Cinderella drove 200 miles per hour. Then there's John Hunter Beachcheck, new kid on the block, all gas, no brakes. Oh, and Danny Hamlin. Ever heard of Daytona? He's won it 3 times, no big deal. We have a lot of drivers, all legends. You pick. And if you're 50 or over, you could be taking advantage of everything AARP has to offer right now. Join AARP for $15 for 1 year with automatic renewal, and your second membership is free. Get instant access to discounts on everyday purchases, eye care, and prescriptions, and programs, tools, and tips to help manage your money and maximize your health. Plus, AARP fights to protect your Social Security, Medicare, and more. Join and get an insulated trunk organizer free, plus AARP the magazine. Call or go to joinaarp.org now.
Brandon and Coley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
Woo! What she call her?
She's with the twins' name.
Yeah, that stadium's big. Very lucrative.
Oasis Breeze and
The
Spa.
right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
Looking for a cable news network with respect to all Americans? Then you have a new home with News Nation. CY News Nation is news for all Americans. To find News Nation on your screen, go to newsnationnow.com. NASCAR Xfinity Series, a racing in Dover, Delaware. Top two, a couple of rookies. Taylor Gray's led them all so far. Last time he led laps here, he went on to victory lane in an RP East race. Has experience on this track and really was good here a season ago when he wasn't running full-time in Xfinity. He was top five when he was involved in a crash. Sanchez is second, about a half a second behind. And it continues to be Connor Zilic in third. But Ryan Ray at the eighth got a couple getting impatient behind. And Brandon Jones is there. Eric Almirola hanging around as well to complete the top five.
The 88 balance looks extremely loose. He searched around. The car that I have my eye on is Nick Sanchez. I've been watching him kind of run the highest lane, and he's made up a lot of ground on Taylor Gray. How many laps did he get? Yeah, when the balance really starts. But he's got to be careful because chasing the Gray like we talked about, literally and figuratively, you can wear out your right front tire pretty quickly at this racetrack. The good part about it, and it is a short-term game, so if you know that you've got a caution coming, okay, stage one here, start to on 45 laps, you can use it. It's just you got to be really careful to not get to those corners here. Yeah, if you get into the final stage, Adam, or you're going to have over 100 laps, then you have to be a little cautious because you might have to do an entire fuel run. But hopefully by the time we get to that, the track is rubbered in and it will be quite simple for the degradation of the tires.
Been a tough day for Nicholas 07 going a lot down. They didn't make a qualifying run as they fought their race car earlier today. They're out the practice session. Everyone able to get by. Saw a quick shot of Patrick Donahue when you guys were talking about Nick Sanchez. That rookie has been so impressive. Won the race in Atlanta, top five the last couple of weeks. And now the race in the back portion of the top 10. Creed is there in front of the Burtons, Jeb and Harrison.
You want to come? You want to take them?
And now I'll say that's a big improvement for Harrison Burton. They were not good in practice today. You can see the frustration on his face. You can't change that much on these cars after practice, but whenever they changed was a huge improvement because the 25 car was way off in practice.
That's like, you know, this
Speed right now.
thing, when you go to the grid, the wrong thing, the dragon and all that, more games. You see, for the 35 pin and 30 pin and 45 pin and having bonus all the time.
Get by Brandon Jones, has jumped around the 88 as well.
Really, that's true.
In the running order.
I love the
That's what you vote for.
everyone else.
Right there, Brandon Jones, Nick Sanchez.
No, I bought lots of plans
Watch
from
the numbers
Costco.
to get down here to 3 or 4. Everybody else is kind of chasing that Gray. He had discipline. He is. Lifting a little bit early, as Diddy mentioned. And then supporting the gas or just getting a little draw through the middle. And you just want to try to get beside them. This is kind of your goal. And then drag
Really,
race out.
I'm really getting tired already.
Right there with the 19s out. That is the fastest line around the racetrack. As long as there's no traffic.
Sometimes
Whoever
they
can get to that line first is going to have the advantage. So like you said, you try to get your nose in there. The great thing about the Xfinity cars is you can
we should put it wrong with others sometimes and he's looking for Joe. And the other one looking for Martin. Yeah, but good.
See the 5 car there.
There's food is broken all the time. For water was one. Or they were the people waiting to serving, you know. Doesn't look good.
Windshield chips can turn
Yeah.
into windshield
They
cracks.
might think it's just like vinegar.
Safety.com and schedule a fix in minutes. With
You're
flexible
gonna
pay
get
options, get it fixed now and pay later. Only at
here, if you
Safety.com.
were using the
If you
walking
feel
and
like you're on the wrong road with your finances, Credit Karma can help you push through to a better place. With personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on. At Ace, however you grill, we've got the perfect one for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green, Creative, and Black.
That sounds pretty perfect. I used to struggle with hand grip and scalp issues, but then I started using Head and Shoulders every wash because the active ingredient in Head and Shoulders fights off the microbes that cause dandruff. Microbes are in everyone's scalp and can cause irritation. But when you use Head and Shoulders every wash,
Teach these rascals that fake and help prevent dandruff before it starts. And pick your goal.
see, no flakes down here. A little help.
Make every wash count. Only get one challenge.
Social media is taking it away from me. It makes us worry more. I want to get my childhood back.
Protect their childhood with Gap. Kids and phones and watches with no internet, no social media, and no worries. Gap. Safely connected.
Your new bike is officially protected by America's #1 motorcycle insurer. You can now safely go wherever the wind takes us.
That's right.
It was one of those books that smelled bad, but in a good way, you know? Oh, didn't think this through, did you? No? You do it without me. The owner and I aren't speaking terms. Apparently the refills are limited. Okay. It's not okay.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. Here at Xfinity, we want to do our part to keep one thing the same, with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. So no matter how your other costs change, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi, with our best equipment included, for a price that stays exactly the same.
10 laps to go. Opening stage in Dover for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Top 3 for Joe Gibbs Racing. Taylor Gray, Eric Almirola, Brandon Jones. And the guy that normally carries the flag here for Junior Motorsports is Justin Allgaier from the back and knocking on the door of the top 10. 7's got it going on, Kim.
That's right, flirting with getting stage points here in the first stage. He's demonstrated great racing ability with Mazzato. That's exactly what he's done. Picks off car after car. The crew telling him right now, lap times are really good. Stay diligent. The goal is picking up stage points. When we talk about Allgaier being the king of concrete, he's led in 9 of the last 10 Dover races. Interesting though, he's one of the things he loved since he first started racing here. He said he didn't know how to approach the corner or work himself up. He said once you learn how to back the corner up, that's when he learned to love this place, Dylan.
That's interesting, Kim, as we watch the Junior Motorsports car of Allgaier work his way through the field. A couple JRM cars at the front are battling some handling issues, specifically the 9 of Ross Chastain. He said he was too loose at the start, and it stayed that way the entire run. The interesting thing to note about this morning in practice, they were in the second group of practice, and the track really they focused specifically on getting Ross's car to handle well in those conditions. The track had later on hot rubber. That was Ross's preference to make sure that they were going to be good there in the race. So I think if the track rubber's in, this 9 car might start to get a little bit better. So watch for him on the long run over the course of the day today.
And I know Ross really wants to win in the 9 because his 2 Cup teammates have come over and driven that thing to victory lane. Shane Van Gisbergen got it done at Chicago, and Mexico City was amazing for Daniel Suarez. I want to go back to Justin Allgaier, and I hate that we didn't set it over-under on where he was going to end the opening stage because he's blistering right now.
He's running as fast as the leaders are, right? And he's passing guys pretty quickly. So I think it's not going to take him a long time to show his strength here at the front.
Well, and you know what's so exciting is that Jesse Love is coming on the radio right now, like, he's our last. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I feel like my car's actually pretty close. And you know that he's coming from all the way in the back and his coffee with no cost for us.
Your start coffee. It's okay. We're going to get staged. We're good.
Yeah. Wait, that was the 7. Yeah, I'm ready to go back.
Yeah, we're seeing it with Sanchez as well. The trend I'm seeing is the guys that went to the top early are struggling now, right? I mean, their cars, this is as bad as it's going to get. You know, like I talked about at the beginning, this is the freest the racetrack's going to get. Chastain's free. Sanchez is free. The track is going to come to them, but you just can't lose your track position early in this race.
I love how wide it is. Look at the rubber. Almost, I mean, they're a car length off the wall in the middle of turn 22. That's so much fun. I just always found at Dover, it felt like you had to run like 50 miles an hour faster around the top than the bottom. Like a bigger difference than at most most racetracks at bottom. I'm with Denny. If I can have my car handle anywhere, right around the bottom is where I want it to be good.
2 laps to go stage 1. Taylor Gray has won every lap, in position to win the stage. And what's huge for him is not only the track position, the confidence for leading laps, and all that stuff, but he comes in 22 points above the cut. He needs everything you can get. And a chance to pick up 10 stage points here, maybe.
Yeah.
And his teammate is digging in behind him, the 19 of Eric Almirola, 1 to go with the stage this time.
Well, and as you remember there, the guys that he's racing on the cut line aren't going to get any stage points right here, so that's huge for the 53.
Josh Williams, top 15 last week at Sonoma, goes a lap down there. And likely will get the free pass as the first car 1 lap down when the caution comes out to end the stage. Joe Gibbs Racing has gone over 3,000 laps led at Dover today. 3rd track they pulled it off. And Taylor Gray finishes the deal in stage 1. Leads it wire to wire. His 2nd career stage win. He won stage 1 at Atlanta.
I was thinking to look over my ruler when I play.
For a stage point. Both could have used it, no doubt. Joe Gibbs Racing looking strong early, and it's a rookie showing the way. Driver 54, Taylor Gray, starts on the pole.
Is it gonna be like a radio like thing?
No, these are Bluetooth headphones. You can listen to the stuff on there.
For my COPD, I have bad days. Days ruined by nerves. They could permanently damage my lungs. Then I talked to my doctor about breast treatment, and I noticed things changed. Breast treatment gave me better breathing. Starting within 5 minutes, my lungs. Breast treatment also helped improve my symptoms. I was given proven to reduce flares, including those I considered tough. Now, I worry less
Been there
about
for ages.
and enjoy
She's in Ireland.
Breast Street won't replace a rescue inhaler.
She's living abroad.
It's not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or
Wants to take her citizenship away.
take Breast Street won't be prescribed. Breast Street may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Can't afford your medication? Ask your family people to help.
Ask your doctor about breast treat for COPD.
Belly.
Today, you're meeting for coffee. And then before you know it, you're meeting a family. At Credit One Bank, we believe having the credit and rewards for the little moments today can lead to even bigger ones tomorrow. Earn up to 10x points on travel and 5x points on dining with the Credit One Bank Wander American Express card. Credit One Bank, for what's ahead.
Thank you for making News Nation America's fastest growing cable network in all of television.
Let's get after it.
The place where left and right come to be restored. News Nation, news for all Americans. To find News Nation on your screen, go to newsnationnow.com.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. Here at Xfinity, we want to do our part to keep one thing the same, with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. So no matter how your other costs change, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi, with our best equipment included, for a price that stays exactly the same.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford.
It's summer event time, Sam. Great time to buy.
Ford F-Series truck.
Take your pick. Gas, all electric, hybrid, and diesel. With impressive towing capability for any size to do this, like building a house.
A two-story brick home.
Or home that boat to the lake.
What?
That's actually on my to-do list.
Right now, get 0% APR for 48 months plus 0 customer down payment and no payments for 90 days on Ford F-150. Only at your California Ford dealer.
Highlights, scores, and local athlete stories. KCOH Sports with Del Rogers and Michelle Denver every night at 10 on 558.
CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by Progressive. Save when you bundle home, auto, and motorcycle insurance. Visit Progressive.com. Toyota, let's go places. And by Golden Corral. Golden Corral honors our nation's heroes. Taylor Gray won stage 1 in Dover. Here's Carl Metz.
saying today at the bring this Tuesday on NXT brought American TV. Ethan Page and the rest of the NXT crew welcome WWE Hall of Famer The Undertaker to the show to deliver a special message. Don't miss all new WWE NXT Tuesday at 8 Central right here on the CW. And it's only fair that we bring him in for an interview right now. All ego Ethan Page. You've been to a NASCAR race before. You've got the belt here. What do you think of Dover so far?
So far, it's been great. It's been fast. It's been exciting. And I want to say something very nice about the Grand Marshal you guys had. Fantastic choice. I don't think you could have got a better Grand Marshal than I'll leave the bench.
How would you rate the man that you have?
Oh, 10 out of 10. I heard Matthew McConaughey did a good job, but today I apparently took this crown as the Grand Marshal.
All right, and Adam, he said he's really not used to wearing a shirt at the sporting events that he attends usually.
Jamie about had to take his off earlier. Actually, got some self-confidence. Yeah, I can tell you, I was the most confident guy. I think you're right. You just said I beat your favorite driver. You basically said I beat Matthew McConaughey. That's highly controversial. It is. If they got in the ring together, my money would be right there, though. Watch NXT on Tuesday night. Pit Road going to be open this time around. We know what a huge role it plays. Josh Williams did get the free pass. And this is a racetrack that averages 7 speeding penalties. So don't do something that can get you in trouble and hurt your track position that way. Drivers hitting progressive pit road. Kim?
How about JGR 1, 2, 3 in that stage? Let's start with Taylor Gray, the stage winner. Said decent trending pre-entry, then transitions tight through the exit. They'll take fresh tires, no good fuel, no major adjustments. How about Eric Almirola? Last time in the car, Atlanta 2, hasn't missed a beat. No major complaints, no adjustments for them either. Dylan.
Brandon Jones finished third in the stage in the 20 car. Fairly happy with his car. Said it was a little bit free on compression into the corner, but tight on throttle. Sounds like typical Dover. They'll change 4 tires and fuel to make a chassis adjustment on this one.
You pick pits based on where you qualified last week. Some problems for Taylor Gray. Look at that, 23 seconds and change on the stop. Brandon Jones wins the race off Progressive Pit Road, plus 2 for Zillage. Almirola goes 1 in the wrong direction, and Gray doesn't even show up on the board. We'll follow up there.
When my doctor gave me Breztri for my COPD, things changed for me. Breztri gave me better breathing, symptom improvement, and reduced flare-ups.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It's not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about Breztri.
Reaching your financial goals can feel impossible. Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma, karma you can count on.
Herbal Essences is a force of nature, made with supercharged botanical blends. Our sulfate-free formulas deeply penetrate to boost hair health without the Salon Naturals price tag. Herbal Essences.
What causes a curve as an airborne disease? Is there somebody they can talk to for help?
I got somebody for that. I got somebody for that. I got somebody for that. I got somebody for Peyronie's.
There's hope for the estimated 1 in 10 men who may have Peyronie's disease, or PD. A urology specialist who treats PD can help you create a plan, including non-surgical options. Find somebody today at GoGetSomebody.com. July 27th, the CW goes bananas when the Savannah Bananas come to the CW in their broadcast network debut. This isn't your grandpa's baseball. This is banana ball.
Double trick plays. That is beautiful banana ball.
Experience the greatest show in sports.
So done. Thank you very much. Amazing catch.
The Savannah Bananas take on the Texas Tailgaters. Sunday, July 27th at 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific. Live only on the CW.
At Sky River Casino, get in on the action. With over 80 table games, more than 2,100 slot machines, and our thrilling high-limit room. Join us every Saturday during our $300,000 Blazing Bronco giveaway. Visit SkyRiver.com for details. Okay, I love it. Me too. And it was so easy. And that sales guy was pretty too, huh?
Still here. But I'm so glad you like the car.
We'll take it.
The Roseville Auto Mall is Northern California's ultimate destination when looking for your next vehicle. Find the largest selection with 20 top brands. And right now, save big on the perfect vehicle for your summer fun during our summertime savings event at the Roseville Auto Mall. Driven to be the best.
At Sky River Casino, join today for a chance to receive up to $2,500 in free play. Take your loyalty to new heights with rewards that add up and up. Join us every Wednesday night to test your skills in our weekly blackjack tournament. Visit skyriver.com for details.
It's time for stage 2, and the bad guys are taking over pit road to remind us that they're back in the baddest comedy of the summer. Don't miss the bad guys 2 in theaters August 1st. Quiet first stage, so the Wheeler caution lights are on for the first time as we wrap this first stint of the race. Wheeler, the official warning lights of NASCAR, and America's most trusted manufacturer of emergency lights and sirens. That 20 team has been great this year on pit road, ranked number 1 when you compare what they do on a week-to-week basis, and he's able to take advantage of his teammates' misfortune. Prior to the choose, Taylor Gray 15. Let's revisit what happened to him after winning stage 1.
See right here when they drove this right side jab, that hose is, he was trying to get it out from the tire, he saw it. I will tell you that if I'm on the 54, if I have a radio, I'm going to give the psychiatrist right now, and I'm going to be like, it's okay, take a deep breath, let's not dig ourselves into a deeper hole. We got behind, but they've got a tremendous car. Yeah, see what the 54 had to say.
We'll get you back up there. That one caused issue. Was there anything like that there? No, the computer had anything all the way, and so the hose got underneath the tire, going into the on the right side, and hose just stuck underneath the tire. Your engineer did not call that. We just think it'll be improved next time.
Perfect information. I was watching him when he pulled in. He did notice his pit box a little bit too late, didn't turn in until late, which then that extends the cord out. He's a little to the right of this pit box.
Phil coming through the Echo Park restart zone. Echo Park Automotive, where car buying is easier, better, and happier. Jones from the inside lane, getting a push from Allgaier from the back to forward for him. Actually third on that inside lane, and outside here comes Almirola, row 2, and for the lead, Connor Stillage said, give it to me in the 88. What a move.
So interesting to see Brandon choose the inside, knowing that the 54 chose the outside, was able to get the lead on that initial start. Everybody will have to put that in their memory bank for later in this race.
Yeah, especially for these Xfinity cars, the leverage is for the car on the outside. You get loose if you're on the inside of those cars. So, if someone's beside you on your right side, they've got all power. Chastain slide wide a little bit high.
Yeah, on the initial start, and it kind of continued that. I don't know. He was just trying to get to some clean air, but look at Creed come through the middle right there.
Now look up in front of him, 39 Ryan Singh. Somebody said he's going to have a day. I mean, you're not supposed to come in embarrassed with regulars, but you call. He looks good.
Yeah, his times, even in the long run, was looking really good there. I think just now there was the only one that was run right faster than him at the end of that run.
Can't wait to watch Sanchez too. You guys, covered his situation going the wrong direction. Opening stage, and here he is sliding out of the groove a little bit in the corner.
I don't think he wanted to be up there that particular lap. I don't think the car maybe got loose, and he had to chase it up. All these guys pretty much focused on the bottom here, but the top of the track did stay rubbered in, so that's enticing to maybe want to go up there. Tires aren't going to work quite as much as they did that first run. And it's always found that you're kind of timid if you did that in the first run, like to make sure you're not the first guy up there this time.
Right on speed at penalty on that first cycle of starts for Jake Finch at the 17.
First time he's made a live pitch, that's a lot to ask. And he referenced that last night when you talked to him, and it's a lot inside the car when you've never done that before, so lesson learned.
There's Taylor Gray, mentioned he was 15 prior to choose after the problems on pit road, now back up to 11. Got Sanchez.
This is a big reality check for the 54. Everybody can be fast when you're out front. The key to a fast car and a fast driver is can you be fast when you're in traffic. So now he's getting an understanding of how strong he really is.
This is rookie row. I mean, you got Taylor Gray, Jamie Sanchez is there. Dean Thompson of the 26, Christian Eckes starting to make some noise. There's the one, Carson Walker. has not been that strong today. Look at him, he's been hanging around 20th for most of the day. And after his performance here last year, with far less experience, you would expect him to be put into the front, especially when he's got to go from the 7 from this speed. I would have said for sure have this race circle on the calendar. I cannot wait to get back there. And I talked to him in the pre-race. I'm like, how many times did he relive those restarts from last year? Is he legitimately had a shot to go back for a couple of those cautions fell out?
Toyota on board, Ryan Truex back in the series, trying to win 3 in a row at Dover, settling behind Daniel Dye.
There's somebody battling for the top 5.
Look who it is. 39.
Adam, it's not you or I, because I feel like Denny has taken Parker's role. Hey, I told you so. Right? All right. I'm going to say that a few times.
I beat my favorite driver. I outsmarted your favorite analyst. I mean, the hits that just keep on coming from DH.
I'm pulling for Seed today. I want to see him get up there. I think everyone knows what a great story that is, and they need to have something go their way. I love it. Top 5.
Well, if you look at some of the tracks we're going to, we got a Grafton race left. I talked about Iowa where he was close, maybe Richmond. These are places where you feel like they can have success. So if you can get some momentum and confidence going in that direction, it certainly can help.
A lot gets made about like showing three of all those second place finishes. Let's not forget, Ryan Seager's had 5 of them.
Yeah,
He's right there in the hunt, especially at these speedways. And one of them, as close as you can get.
Yeah,
right? I mean, like, couldn't have been any closer than it was in Texas with Sam Mayer.
I've seen that replay approximately 1,000 times, and every time I'm like,
I think he's got it.
he's doing it this time, and he doesn't. If I watched it 1,000, how many times has he watched it? 26 to go, stage 2. Zelich leads Almirola, Jones, Allgaier, and Renee, and Ryan C. completes the top 5.
My skin, she gets thirsty. And Venus gets it. So when I shave, it's the new Venus Moisture Glove. It's got 5 blades and bars with a touch of argan oil that lock in moisture. Feel the power of smooth. My skin, my way, Venus.
At Ace, however you grill, we've got the perfect one for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. That sounds pretty perfect.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
If you feel held back by the weight of financial decisions, we can give you the tools to help you break free. Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. And sweet Credit Karma, Karma you can count on. Perfecting your swing is hard.
Nice shot, Dad.
But replacing your windshield doesn't have to be. Get it fixed now and pay later with flexible payment options only at SafeLife.com.
What are you doing up there?
I'm just posting the number of visitors to the Homes.com network this month. It's become the go-to home shopping site.
Got another 14,000.
What?
Gotta go back up. Oh, 17,891.
Just hand me some commas and zeros.
Plus 7.
What?
Well, that's sweet. 25,000 more. Any reason why you didn't just go like over 100 million or even a billion visits a year?
Homes.com, the place to find a place.
Sarah Benzino. Brandon Foley. Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
Woo! Don't you know how to? Oh, you mean Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
Yeah, she's what the twins named me.
Yeah, like stadiums did. Kids are so expensive these days. Here you go.
Oasis Breeze Tan and Spa.
You can. I'm to do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Works for us. The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like getting Batman when you need the protection of Batman. Easy, Bate won't be much too fast, baby.
And the last square. Just one. So long. And delicious.
That's why you need a real.
Good old Batman. Do a podcast or something. That's very fun.
So settle for just any insurance when you got State Farm.
Something new to your middle of our year. Perfect time to add a little bit of spice.
keep the way less, they get pretty wild.
Inside of 20 laps to go, it's the NASCAR Xfinity Series at Dover. Let's take a look at the clean getaway moment brought to you by the new DreamWorks movie, The Bad Guys 2. How about this, fellas? After fourth position, Almirola Brandon Jones.
Here comes the veteran. Guys, Eric has got so many lines with this racetrack in Xfinity, so he knows what he's doing. He's going to bide his time.
Although, he looks outside, he might want to pay.
Better pick the pace up. Yeah, the pace. We need to have a race in the lead because you never know when the weather can come.
Check out more plane getaways, post calls, and non-stop action. For the Bad Guys 2, its theaters on August 1st. Get your tickets now. Trying to reference the weather, there's been conversation about that on the radios. And we did have rain here earlier today. We knew there was a chance. Race becomes official when you get to the end of stage 2. So teams really think about that and manage their day accordingly. And the weather got crazy here that really helped decide the outcome in this race a season ago. Here's Brandon Jones radio, running third right now is the 20.
About 40 miles out. I think it's going to get here right on the interstate.
What?
So keep on in there.
Do I have to watch this before I went in? No?
Sam McCauley on the radio.
Just take it with you.
Thinking about adjustments into stage 2.
They brought up more in Lodi. They brought up more in Lodi. It's okay, right? Yes, Mom.
What's out there? Scoot by, but
We have to leave it now.
My radio says more optimism.
Just bring it with you.
not your radar, it's your personality.
Okay, that's nothing but the
Some
thing.
light sprinkles, but I think we're going to be okay.
Okay.
What does that do to you as a driver? I mean, it's not like, oh, I'm going to run harder now, right? I mean, you're in the middle of this run, so how do you handle that process?
There are adjustments you can make. I'm not going to say that everyone goes 100% every lap. If you do that, you're just going to, it's not going to be good by the time you get 30, 40 laps into a run. So, yes, if your crew chief or your team does give you some information that weather's coming, it does create a little sense of urgency to say, okay, maybe we want to push it a little bit harder right now. And I think it's a little bit different depending on where you are in the race. Like, we know that we have to get to the stage 2 break either way to make it official. If there's 80 laps left in the race and you have to run all those out, I think that changes it just a little bit. But you can feel that inside the car. It cools down. They start telling you that. You see that off in the distance sometimes.
Ryan Sieg today, Cam. We've been seeing his praises up here. What's the report there, Cam?
Yeah, they need a good team. They got 60 points for the good line in the last 3 races. But I talked to Cookie Matt Owens before the race. Kind of what was his strategy going in, being that they were 50 points out from the playoff picture? He said, we can't really make a decision on whether to take win and get in or we can continue to run. He said, the picture will be clear at Watkins Glen. He said, we need to get through Dover, we need to get through Indy, and then we need to get through Iowa. And that's when we'll know what direction we have to go. But right now, he said, we have to take points and we have to also put ourselves in position to pounce on a win when there's an opportunity.
Well, they're in that tough spot. Came in 50 points below the pit line to talk about where they were entering. But right now, they say we're on track. It's at 28. At 50, you're like, we probably need to win. You get inside of 30, you're like, man, those guys in front of us have an issue, and we're right there. So it is a tough spot to be in. I like playing the patience game before you start throwing the Hail Mary. 9 to go on the stage. He's better had that great run in the opening stint of the race. Good work on pit road. Leaves in fourth, and here he is in fourth,
Yeah, it seems like he's up against a little stronger competition. I'll say that here. The further you get towards the front, the harder it's going to be to make passes. But, the advantage is always with the leader until they catch lap traffic. So I think his opportunity is going to be once Zillich starts pitching the tail into the field like he is, that's when you can see the seventh start to creep in there.
Yeah, and I was in the track's change. His car might be a little better. That Denny mentioned on a green track and being looser, maybe his balance has gotten too tight. Taylor Gray leads all those laps, wins the opening stage. 11th right now. They're starting to make up some ground, Kim.
That's right, but I gotta say, Denny was absolutely right after he lost that track position due to the issue on pit road. Denny said he's gonna pace his car down. We can't play the radio because it is excellent blaze, but Taylor basically saying that this is the worst car he's ever driven.
How is he That's a nice way to say it down there, Kim. Yeah, go ahead. They said you can say anything once. And Dylan will be working the final stage by himself up there today. It's funny that the driver's upset and maybe using some salty language. Because the fire chief is as quiet and calm as they come. Jason Ratcliffe, what a great one he is. One of the best to ever do it on the pit box. Well, he knows they might have to adjust the balance of that car for the track position they have. But here's the thing. Maybe they come in and they have a great pit stop here. If they need 4 or 5 spots, it's hard, that's why you run the entire race. Hopefully this rain's going to stay away. Looks like he's loose. I was going to say, did you see him riding that thing off the corner? Major damage for Gray. Here we go, stage 2. Opening stint of the race dominated by the rookie Taylor Gray. Stage 2 is another rookie. Connor Zillips impressive. Got the lead at the restart. Big jump in the outside lane, but in control under 6.
Yeah, I think the track has come to them, or they did some really good adjustments on that first stop.
They're going to go around the 45 here at Lamar Scott. Making his first ever start in the Xfinity Series. Trying to stay on the lead lap. Lamar, great personality, running in the ARCA Series. The Rookie of the Year there last year. It's great to see him with this opportunity for Alpha Prime.
Starting to see his trend with Eric Alvarez's cars.
Seems like he's coming in at the end of these runs.
That could definitely be an air pressure thing. It could be something to where the setup is made for him. Won't run on the racetrack. There's a lot of different varying factors. But like I said, now that Connor's starting to get in traffic itself, that is the equalizer to having fresh air. But everyone's going to run out front. Out front, nobody in front. But once you get in this band around this racetrack and everyone gets spread out evenly, you start to see who's the fast car.
Yeah, we've had 2 45-lap stages. We're going to have 110 laps left in it. And I like the 19 cars' chances if this thing runs out like we've seen in the past. I mean, each stage, you're right there. It's the sweet spot at the end. Got to come up short again this time, though. Last time, came up short to his teammate Taylor Gray. This time it's Connor Zillips who wins the stage. 88 gets it in stage 2. 4th stage victory of the season. And in strike of irony, in a way, they've all come over. Now, in fairness, he's usually going to flip the stage on the road courses, but a great effort for the rookie driver. So that's the end of stage 2. And it looks like we've got a hijack on our hands, courtesy of Mr. Snake. The bad guys may claim to be going good, but old habits are hard to break. Don't miss the bad guys, too. In theaters, August 1st.
Cancer isn't me. It's something I treat. And the less time I spend treating my cancer, the better. It's just me.
Discover injectable immunotherapy, Opdivo Qvantig, for certain previously treated adults whose kidney cancer has spread. Unlike an infusion that takes 30 minutes, Opdivo Qvantig lets you receive treatment quickly in as little as 3 minutes. Opdivo Qvantig is an immunotherapy that works with your immune system to help fight cancer. Opdivo Qvantig can cause your immune system to harm healthy parts of your body during and after treatment. These problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, eye problems, extreme tiredness, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain or fever. Report severe or persistent muscle or joint pain. Tell your doctor if you have myasthenia gravis or Guillain-Barré syndrome. Immune system problems include Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or lupus. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems, if you had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant, or receive chest radiation. Opdivo Qvantig can harm your unborn baby.
A chance to live longer. A treatment that's faster.
Ask your doctor about Opdivo Qvantig. See OpdivoQvantig.com for more information.
Scalp needs a little extra love, so I'm trying to have Children's Bear. Welcome to your new scalp, and Children's Bear helps soothe your scalp and controls itch, dryness, and flakes. All with no sulfates, silicones, or dyes.
Head and shoulders. The battle to secure a spot in the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs roars into the racing capital of the world.
This is the brick garden. There's nothing cooler than this racetrack.
Next Saturday, some have already clinched. Others are desperate to get in. And their postseason dreams collide on one historic track.
This is Indianapolis Motor Speedway. This is hallowed ground.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series. Next Saturday live at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific, only on the CW. For event time, Sam. Great time to buy.
Ford F-Series truck.
Take your pick. Gas, all-electric, hybrid, and diesel. Get 0% APR for 48 months plus 0 customer down payment and no payments for 90 days on Ford F-150. The NASCAR Xfinity Series is taking America by storm. By viewing races in a whole new way. With young, hotshot drivers who race with nothing to lose.
These guys are here to shake up NASCAR.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series. Catch every race on the CW on My 58. Apex Red Hawk is a proud local sponsor of the CW on My 58's coverage of NASCAR.
It's the summer event. Great time to buy one of these tax-savvy Ford SUVs, like the all-new 2025 Expedition. So tech.
Get 0% APR for 48 months plus 0 customer down payment and no payments for 90 days on Ford Explorer and Escape.
CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by Progressive. Save when you bundle home, auto, and motorcycle insurance. Visit Progressive.com. And by Toyota. Let's go places. Caution is out, ending stage 2. We're ready to line them up on the pit lane. Connor Zilic wins that second stint of the race. Eric Almirola second. How about this? Zilic was born 2 months after Almirola made his Xfinity debut in Richmond in May of 2006. I feel like that's mean to say, but it's the reality of what we're dealing with these days. I don't think we're in the field. No, he probably won't. Mention the fact caution is out only the second time today, both for stage in. So the Whelen caution lights are on. Whelen, the official warning lights of NASCAR, America's most trusted manufacturer of emergency lights and sirens. Jones ends up third, winner earlier this year at Darlington in stage 2. Allgaier, Ryan Sieg played the top 5, big stage points for Ryan Sieg. Chastain 6th, hasn't quite got his car dialed in. Love 7th, and that's about where he's run most of the day. Creed got points, good for him. Sawalich, top 10 in the stage, and the same for Austin Hill. Taylor Gray just missed out after winning stage 1, got back to 11th after the pit dispute. Christian Eckes having a nice day too, right? Yeah, I had tempered my expectations for that group after practice, and it's a tough track, but he's up to 12.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. I was frankly very concerned. I looked at his lap times for practice, and he was off quite a bit. Obviously, qualified as well as they hoped. But yeah, great rebound. Now they're finding themselves in the top 15.
Harrison Burton, Jeff Burton, 15th and 21st. As we open Progressive Pit Road, Connor Zilic leading down, Kim.
And Eric Almirola in that second position, he definitely needed a little bit more from his car that run. Said he lost rear security, can't lean on it. He said, I don't need much, maybe just a little right rear air pressure adjustment so I can open up my entry. He did note, I can't stand to be any tighter. You see him hit the dots there right at the top of your screen, so they will make a slight adjustment to get that rear stability to the 19 bar, Dylan.
Brandon Jones gave some really detailed feedback about his car. He said it was better, but he is still battling a tight condition. Had that about 4 to 5 laps into the run. 4 tires, fuel, and air pressure adjustment. Connor Zilic said he fired off really well, but he needed more lateral on exit. They'll make an adjustment to tires and fuel on the 88.
Brandon Jones would agree that Connor Zilic fired off really well in stage 2. And now the race off Progressive Pit Road with Zilic in front of Jones. Allgaier gets a spot. Chastain +2. Almirola 3 in the wrong direction. Final stage coming up on CW.
If you feel like you're on the wrong road with your finances, Credit Karma can help you push through to a better place. With personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on. Perfecting your swing is hard.
Nice shot, Dad. Oh!
But replacing your windshield doesn't have to be. Go to SafeLife.com and we can come to you. Sick. Our highly trained techs can replace your windshield where you are, even if that's right in your driveway. Have a good day. I love you. With flexible payment options, get fixed now and pay later only at SafeLife.com.
SafeLife Repair, SafeLife Replace. Woo! My kids can't hide anything from me. I'm home. Especially when they've been using toilet paper that doesn't hold up. Charmin Ultra Strong has a dye-free texture that's more durable and it cleans better, so you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
At Ace, however you grill, we've got the perfect one for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. That sounds pretty perfect.
Yeah, I've been doing this a long time. But ever since I started taking Blue Chew, the tourism has been insane.
There's a place no map can show you. A secret spot. A high-performance hideout for cars that crave chaos. New brakes? Check. Roll cage? Check. A spoiler so big it doubles as a picnic table? Oh, you bet. Every apex we nail, every second we shave, it's all knowledge that goes right back into your ride. Look like fun? It is. You in?
Work versus fun. Know the difference.
My seminars are a great way to connect with young homeowners coming into their parents.
Breaking down cardboard is something you have to do, not something you get to do. Lawn care is not a hobby.
I'm not trying to hurt you, just trying to be honest with you.
Watching a neighbor get tree removed is not a weekend play. Hey, let's give it up for that guy.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your auto when you bundle with us.
You're watching TV, not supervising it. Sit down, relax.
Now this is how you end the summer. Under the lights, surrounded by history, at the place where legends are made. This isn't just a race, it's a moment of truth. Their last shot at the playoffs. Your last chance to see regular season action. Friday night, Xfinity makes the news. Saturday, the Cup Series and the biggest of fireworks. This is Daytona. This is everything. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by Blue Chew, helping you shake and bake all night.
All right. Back here in Dover, Delaware, getting ready for the final stage. Let's do our race break, brought to you by St. Black, the auto glass experts. Focus 54 Taylor race starts on the pole. Look unbelievable in stage one.
Yeah, well, but every lap, it looks like Eric was going to run him down at the end, but you see right here, when they dropped the jack, the hose got stuck into the right rear. That changer was trying to get it out from underneath it right when they dropped the jack, but they fell back to 11th. Basically ran 11th that entire run right there. Taylor a little upset about how that car was. Hopefully, preaching Jason Ratcliffe can get that tuned up. You got work, Kim?
That's a bit on the 19. A little bit of a slow stop for him. No issues like on the 54, but here was Eric's radio after the stop.
Come on, guys. Come on, please. Gosh. We can win this race. Give me one more good one, okay? Give me one good one.
All right. Let's break it down to build it up, right? So that's the radio for Team 19. Speeding on the pit lane for Sammy Smith, uncontrolled tire for the Ford Park Retzloff, equipment interference for Jeremy Clements, and the 9 of Ross Chastain came back down pit road, got a report they had a lug nut issue, so he's going to have a lot of ground to make up.
I greatly appreciate the begging from Eric Camerola versus the dog cussing that we sometimes see.
Yeah.
I think that'll get you farther than the opposite.
Kyle Sieg stays out, starts on the inside lane. Today's coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series in Dover, brought to you by Blue Chew. Here we go, final stage, Colors Village, 11 after outside lane.
Kyle Sieg was just a sitting duck. Allgaier did a great job to get to his inside, but Zillich is going to have that advantage. We saw he was able to get out to second and a half lead. Those guys don't want to let him do that again. We know the 19 was probably the best part at the end of the run. If he can manage this year, stay just a little bit closer, then he hopefully wins the race here 25 or 30 laps in.
This first lap was crucial for him. He restarted 6th, third on the outside. He finds himself there on the top 3, right back where he was basically in the beginning of the last stretch. So he has rebounded from that quick finish.
And he actually chose
fastest lap of the race. He's second behind Zillage. You see the Xfinity fastest lap noted in our bumper there with that purple stopwatch.
Oh, you got to ready for the caution? We're racing for the lead right now.
And look at Zillage inside. You see him sawing on the wheel. These guys are worried about rain coming down. You see a cloud heading this way. And I'm going to take a little moisture here, freaks you out inside the car. It's so fast. Oh, yeah, you can see that building just before the racetrack on the radar. Look at Taylor Gray. Just picked up a spot. He's getting with it on the restart. Up to 7th is the 54. But Austin Hill behind him, Shelton Creed. And Brandon Jones is holding Connor a little more honest this time. And yes, he's staying right there with him. That's the intensity I was talking about. They tell you, okay, weather's close. Brandon's giving it all he can right now. Absolutely. There's nobody advocating for the amount of rain that's falling right now more than the guy leading the race. Connor Zillage thinks it's raining way harder than anybody else. When you go to this race last year and you look at the radar, there's no doubt it was raining. And a couple of times we got sprinkles that slowed things down. Actually got a little bit of a red flag for a little bit of time. But eventually we went back, and it really made life so difficult on these teams because they were in their window to pit and make it, but they didn't want to give up the track position because they thought the rain was going to come. This race last year just got crazy. And if we do run this all the way out, everybody's going to have to make one more pit stop. You put your fuel, you do have to set tires in the pit area, those sticker tires left to put on the cars. Yeah, and you mentioned Brandon Jones. Did you look at the gap they actually have put on Eric Almirola back in third? He is. Like, I think Zillage is the same speed he was earlier with 20. He's just a little quicker this run than what he was previously. Back on pit road here. Looks like we got some sort of issue. Yeah, you hate that for Ross Chastain. This team's been so successful when they come to the racetrack. Here's Ross. You're behind the wheel, but not just Ross. I mean, it's been Ross, Shane Van Gisbergen, Daniel Suarez, and it's been a who's who behind the wheel. They've all been outstanding, but today having some problems. Bad vibration, he's in front of you, Dylan.
Yeah, this may be a terminal problem. A drive shaft or rear end issue is the report from the driver of the 9, Ross Chastain. So he is looking into the race car, but this will probably mark day in for the 9 again.
And also mentioned for Nick Sanchez, he said something broke, but maybe the power steering that only the upper one just locked up on me. You see Sanchez on pit road right now.
We always talk about how abusive this racetrack is. I mean, the drivers fight it, you know that, but on the cars as well.
And it's tough on the drivers and the cars here. This concrete surface is not forgiving at all. So right on the edge at all times. It's one of the most heavy loaded racetracks you go to. So it's really hard on the suspension. You see a lot of failures in that department. So yeah, the monsters.
It's hard. It's always been the hardest racetrack on equipment. This guy right here, though, Brandon Jones, I think he's better than Connor Zillage. I've seen him moving around the racetrack. He lost a little ground. I think his next 10 or 15 laps, Jones might be there. Zillage, Jones, down below, all gotta love the top 5. You don't need to go with those.
What are you doing up there?
I'm just posting the number of visitors to the Homes.com network this month. It's become the go-to home shopping site.
Got another 14,000.
What?
Gotta go back up. Oh, 17,891.
Just hand me some commas and zeros.
Plus 7.
What?
Well, that's sweet. 25,000 more. Any reason why you didn't just go with over 100 million or even a billion visits a year?
Homes.com, the place to find a place. Reaching your financial goals can feel impossible. Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma, karma you can count on. Perfecting your swing is hard.
Nice shot, Dad.
But replacing your windshield doesn't have to be. Get it fixed now and pay later with flexible payment options only at SafeLife.com.
Does your weed killer keep you and your family watching, worrying, waiting to see results? You need Spruce, the new hard-working, worry-free weed and grass killer. Spray the leaves for visible results starting in just 1 hour.
Spruce works differently by dehydrating the weed down to the roots for dead weeds in just 1 day. The best part, it's safe for use around people and pets, pavers, garden beds, driveways, done. Spruce, the new hard-working, worry-free weed and grass killer.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. Here at Xfinity, we want to do our part to keep one thing the same, with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. So no matter how your other costs change, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi, with our best equipment included, for a price that stays exactly the same.
There's news. And there's good news. Like thousands of patients receiving free, life-changing surgeries. From volunteer doctors and nurses on hospital shifts. All made possible by kindness. We love good news.
Welcome to the Proving Ground. Welcome to fist pumping, cylinder pumping, metal crunching. It's all in nothing for 26 weeks of the year. Welcome to the NASCAR Xfinity Series, only on the CW.
The bad guys are no strangers to a clean getaway, and neither is Connor Zillich. These restarts, he's been outstanding today. That puts guy in the track position he needs to be dominating this race.
And it's a great run off the top here. The top is really where you want to be, and especially these Xfinity cars. And obviously, have to take advantage of top speed staying out. Look at the last time. Brandon Jones is just right there. He needs him to catch a little traffic so he closes his lead in.
Check out more clean getaways, close calls, and non-stop action for the bad guys too. Hit theaters on August 1st. Get your tickets now. With Jamie McMurray, Denny Hamlin, I'm Adam Alexander. Happy you're along for the ride on a Saturday afternoon in Dover, Delaware. It's round 20 for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Connor Zillich is leading this thing, and you saw it side by side. The Niner Ross Chastain 48 and Sanchez went to the garage. What a payoff for Sanchez. He's having, and Kim talked about this major steering issues. I hate it for him because he got that first career win and then backed it up with 2 top 5s in a row, qualified great today. This team has been really impressive lately.
Absolutely. What about this guy on the right-hand side, Connor Zillich? We talked about his average finish over the last 7 races being just over 2. His average running position today, just over 2. A rookie in the series. I think he's starting to figure it out, Jim. You know what? I think he's going to make it, guys. It's been so impressive at all these different type racetracks that we went to, and it's not just what Connor does on the racetrack. I feel like, Denny, when you listen to an interview, you would think he was 30 years old. He sounds so mature when things don't go well, like with the Shane Van Gisbergen in Chicago. I know what he wanted to say. If you saw him take a deep breath, and he said what he needed to say, right? Just overall has the whole package. Justin Marks has quite the find right there.
Yes, he does. Dale Jr.'s winning now. Justin Marks will continue to win in the future. Let's hear 88 radio with Zillich leading 77 to go.
Battery has got a little bit closer than it was. 5 miles an hour. It was 8 miles an hour started this run.
I'm guessing I'm going to agree with a big shout agree this time that the rain is on its way. It's a little bigger cell than we had last time. And it is going to rain sooner than later. And these guys, it's going to be fun to watch this though, because depending on when the rain comes, if you wanted to try to hit on the short side of this to gain some track position because of the lap time, to stay out. Thinking for these leaders, you're going to have to stay out, knowing that they can run probably 40 or 50 laps more on fuel. That's a long time.
I believe because the train is getting delayed too long, and I don't want to wait out there, and also because I missed a good chunk of this race, I don't want to be. There was another freight train at the time that had to use the crossover at West Lane, and I'm like, the signal is still red right now, but the train's getting held up. I'm like, where is it? Besides, main 2 is clear, and they're still holding it.
Well, Cameron, if you listen to the scanner, you probably know what's going on.
The 19 still in the top 3, but almost 2 seconds behind Connor Zilic. And as I look at the lap times, he's a little bit quicker. But it seemed like what he really gained was in the
We'll have to go out there to Duffy to catch it because
Now?
no, not right now. Because I'm not doing it at the Cross McAllen. Fuck that. Golly, it's so angering all the time. Anyway, sorry I've been gone so long, and I didn't think that this race would fly by so fast. I was waiting for a southbound grainer with some foreign power on it. Let's put it at that. But the train, it passed Lodi already, but it's getting held up way too long. I'm not gonna.
Every apex we nail, every second we hit, it's all knowledge that goes right back into your
Fucking Jesus.
At Ace, however you grill, we've got the perfect one for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. That sounds pretty perfect. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
If you feel like you're on the wrong road with your finances, credit card can help you push through to a better place. Personalized guidance to improve your
Anyways,
savings, taxes, and
I mean, to be fair, folks, this race has only had 2 yellows anyway, so I'm not surprised about the long green flag runs. But it looks like that's changed now. We got what appears to be our first caution for incident. Okay.
Back alive in Dover, Delaware, caution is out. And it's for the rain we've been talking about.
It's rain.
Stuff is not here yet, but enough to slow the progress. Yeah. Where's Parker when you get him to check the ground?
Of course, the moment I come back, the caution comes out for rain.
You know what his ego's going to do with all the mentions? He doesn't get him, and he's not even working today. Let's hope we get lucky here and this thing kind of dissipates. And that's a lot of the thunderstorms, right, that happen this time of year. You know, they come and they go. And sometimes they move, sometimes they don't.
We're Koya, your new favorite protein shake. We specialize in plant protein, but not that chocolate, because our shakes are simply that.
You look right above us. There's actually not any serious rain clouds right above. It's just over in the distance. Yeah, and I'm with Denny. It's kind of dissipating like right as it gets to the racetrack. So maybe we can get lucky right here. 6:10 Eastern time. Sunset here is 2 hours from now. And that's the window that NASCAR set, for their darkest time. So if you get rain, last 10, 15, 20 minutes, it's going to take every bit of an hour to get back dry. Yeah, it does dry. So, we'll see how NASCAR handles this. And I mentioned the sunset rule is something NASCAR went to a couple of years ago. Anytime you can be fighting daylight that is at a venue that doesn't have lights, they give that drop dead time. And then, so here it's 8:10 Eastern. And once that time hits, leaders get 2 more laps, right? If you run a lap, you get the white flag. And then the next time around, you see the checkers, no overtimes or anything like that.
Yeah, I think that happened in Loudon where we were all running, and then all of a sudden they said, 5 to go. And we're like, wait, what? Race is over?
Yeah, we don't like surprises. Free pass here goes to Leland Huntington Jr., who's 29. A couple spots up there in front of him, I see Sandy Smith had that Speed penalty, never made it back. It's 24th today. Been disappointing for him. Williams Wallace continues in the top 10. Cup racetrack, and he's done a nice job.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks in a row. It's good. Been able to put it all together.
Eck is top 10 too. Right, if he got the 10th, and that's great for him and that race team.
Harrison Burton in 11th after what looked like it's going to be a very good practice. That's great.
And he came in below the cut line by 16 points to Harrison Burton, but he's 11th, and right now Jeff Burton is 20th, so he would pick up 9 points if things would really tighten up at the cut line with Indianapolis coming next weekend. And you can see, you heard on the radio range picking up, and the windshield really taking on the precipitation now. Just got a report from NASCAR. They're going to bring the cars down pit road. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but I look at Connor Zillage and the muscles that he's been able to flex on the road courses really have not surprised any of us, although last week holding off Shane Van Gisbergen is very, very impressive. But then you think about the win on an oval at Pocono.
You hear that?
If he's able to come here
They're going to bring the cars down pit road because of the weather.
Just another major statement by this 18-year-old who's checking box after box after box. I'm not promoting the race is over. I'm not saying it's done yet. But I think we have seen so far today that if Rain gets us, and he's the one that gets another checkered flag, a major statement will once again have been made. With the cars coming down pit road, we will get breaking 66 to 0 and a pause in the action. Mother Nature is intervening. Enjoy. Stanley windshield chips can turn into windshield cracks. Fun, at least you can go to SafeLight.com and schedule a fix and fix. Sweet. SafeLight can come to you for free. And our highly trained techs can replace your windshield right at your home. With flexible payment options, get fixed now and pay later. Only at SafeLight.com.
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Repair.
At Ace, however you grill, you got the perfect one for you. Because only your local Ace has all the
So, yep, the red flag is out, everyone.
That sounds pretty perfect.
If you feel like you're on the wrong road with your finances, Credit Karma can help you push through to a better place. With personalized guidance to improve your credit through savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
For pain in multiple spots like here, here, or here, Salon Boss patches stick firmly and remove comfortably once your pain is gone. Salon Boss. It's good medicine.
Sarah Benzino, Brandon Foley, Degrassi Auto Body, LLC.
What's she called that? Oh, you mean Degrassi Auto Body LLC.
Yeah, she's with the twins' name.
It's actually expensive these days. Here it comes.
Oasis Breeze Tan and Spa.
Do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Works for us. The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
I knew that something was different. You knew it? I called it. It's Blue Chew. Blue Chew. Blue Chew. Guys, have you heard about Blue Chew? It is one small little blue chewable tablet delivered directly to your door whenever you need those. The holy grail. Promise you will not regret it. Stronger. Stronger, and lasting longer. So ladies, book your brand now and you're welcome in advance.
What are you doing up there?
I'm just posting the number of visitors to the Homes.com network this month. It's become the go-to home shopping site.
Got another 14,000.
What?
Gotta go back up.
Oh, 17,891.
Just 10 these and commas and zeros.
+7.
What?
Well, that's sweet. 25,000 more. Any reason why you didn't just go like over 100 million or even a billion visits a year?
All right, so everyone, the red flag is out. We got less than 2 hours left until sunset. If the race isn't called in that, if the race isn't started within that time frame, then they're gonna have to call it.
these dentist-inspired drum brushes, cleans it, and gets in between them for 100% cleaner teeth. Your perfect clean starts with oral B.
New to the big city?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Right. Apparently Progressive lets homeowners and renters bundle with their auto policies. 24/7 protection for all of my things.
Hey, I love that you protect all my stuff, but could you tone down the creepiness?
Sorry. I'd do anything for you, Emily.
Still creepy.
Right. Hidden Valley Ranch is made with real ingredients for real ranch flavor that's impossible to put into words. But that's pretty close. Hidden Valley Ranch. New bottle, same great flavor.
I know what you're thinking. Don't look. What's your secret?
This is Get Marketing Red Racing all in one.
Verizon. Everyone gets a free phone with any plan, even if you're already a customer. Like me. Now I have Google Gemini. It's like a little glam squad in my pocket. Gemini, what eye makeup goes with this lipstick?
I'd suggest a classic cat eye.
Wow. Setting the bar high for daycare pickup.
That's a Walters 9. All right, everyone. So we got a weather delay, and Connor Zilish is in the lead. The cautions for rain completed 134 laps with 66 laps to go. Connor Zilish again your leader. Almirola second. Brandon Jones third. Not bad for both of them. Allgaier, Jesse Love, Ryan Sieg, Taylor Gray, Sheldon Creed, William Sawalter, Christian Eckes are your top 10. Ryan Truex is 18th, Jake Finch 17th. I don't know how long this caution will last, but it is what.
Let's go places. And by Credit One Bank, NASCAR American Express card. Red flag is out for Ray. NASCAR Xfinity Series racing for the 20th time here in Dover, Delaware. Last couple of years, Ryan Truex has got it done. Ray impacted his victory here a season ago. So Allgaier there, he's won here twice. Allgaier has a chance today if we could get going one more time. And you know, the weather patterns up here are just odd because of how close we are to the coast. And I know it looks like by the radar it's going to be tough, but you know what? It's not completely.
Mom, I think that's the train.
We got a chance.
Okay, yeah. So what do I want to do?
Time to go.
And continue the race. My radar is
I don't like that radar.
What?
I don't like that. Yeah, what kind of filters?
Didn't
What are we doing?
We're going for it.
Looks a little better.
But here's what I would say. That's exactly what we were fighting last year, and it blew up, and there was
Go like
rain
this,
here.
Cameron.
But you look out, and it's not doing the things here at the track that the radar indicates it's going to do.
It looks like they gave Adam the green crayon right there. Just let him go on that. I don't. Getting an eye on our phone, our radars look.
Well, come on, lock the door.
I think we got a really good shot at getting going again.
Let's
I have
hear
to
from
put my
the
bra
race
on and all that. Unless I want to go look at this.
That's right. He is waiting as we all are. So Marty said on the radio he wants it to go back green so you guys can beat these guys straight up. How do you feel about that?
I like that. I mean, we came here to race, and we've still got 66 laps left in this thing. Selfishly, you know, it would be nice if we called it here, but I feel like our Carolina Cardboard Chevrolet is fast as Xfinity Mobile and quick enough to go win this race the right way. So hopefully the rain will stop. It's been a pretty crappy day weather-wise. It rained earlier today, and decided to rain while we were out on the racetrack. So not very nice of Mother Nature, but if I get it's not too rainy or too wet.
How that taste?
It was good. It was good. Yeah, Parker. I don't know where you are, but
He's watching. It's Jamie and Denny in the booth today. I want to talk big picture. We've talked so much about your last 7 races and just the hot streak that you've been on. When you show up at the racetrack, what is the confidence like that do for you as a driver, just showing up all these different places?
Yeah, it's been awesome, and I feel like even when we missed a little bit, we're still
Well,
hard.
I'm gonna end it right here. I gotta go. Too much stuff is happening. Thanks, Shahir, for watching. Looks like Connor Zilish will most likely win this race if they don't get back green anytime soon. But I appreciate you for stopping by. See you tomorrow for the Cup race. With that, I'll see you next time. All right, man. All right. Bye. So yeah, I'll end the stream here. Race wasn't too bad though.
Right now, I feel like